Usually Drew sends it just slightly too hard and crashes sometimes.
I see him do that.
Oh, like that.
He saved it?
I think, yeah, I mean, it's on 4 wheels, but he definitely went off. Didn't I just say?
Yeah.
Drew sends it a little too hard.
As you said that, he goes off.
Oh my God. Oh. Whoa. This video is brought to you by Iona, North America's premier charging network. With unmatched commitment to elevating the customer experience, Iona is opening America's roads to all EVs, giving drivers the coverage they need, the reliability they deserve, and the amenities they crave. Our cheap electric car challenge, the 5 grand Fizz, continues with the most important video of the series. You join me and Drew to figure out which one of our cheap electric cars is actually fastest around the track. So, Drew, you're actually driving the Spark, so no sabotage here.
Yeah, right. I know. I guess I do have that opportunity to you know, mess with the results a little bit, but no, I'm not going to do that. We're going to give each car the full beans.
And you are our, whenever we need like a really fast driver, Drew goes in the car. He's awesome. Lots of rally, other stuff, very accomplished. And so he is going to basically be the standard driver and set the times for each 3 cars.
Sounds great. I'll be your Stig.
Thank you. Drew, we just completed and the viewers saw our 24 minutes of Les Misery. And so congratulations on your team winning that.
Oh, yep, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, this thing was just, yeah, dominant. So.
But in 24 minutes, you know, it's not like you lapped anyone. And the Leaf was closing in towards the end.
Yeah, well, with your, you know, extensive modifications to that thing, it seems to just be kind of bulletproof.
Yeah, the 2 batteries spreads the heat load across, you know, sort of half for each.
Yeah, yeah.
And the motor is designed to run flat out forever. So this is really a powertrain performer. Chassis and suspension, everything happens real slow.
Different, yeah.
If you get any oversteer, it's just really slow.
Yeah, yeah. But the fact you can get oversteer in it, I mean, you look like you're having a good time out there.
And that's because the weight distribution is near perfect.
Sure.
So I have my motor and, you know, 3-in-1 motor, gearbox, and an inverter all up here.
Yep.
In the center, I've got 1 battery.
Right.
And then in the rear, I've got another battery.
Absolutely.
So it's perfectly balanced.
That's great. I mean, you're teaching the Nissan engineers something.
Well, they should really do a Nissan Leaf racing series, or maybe we should. Then you've got the i3, which did not perform well in the test because mostly thermal management.
Got it.
Yep.
So won't be too much of a factor then on the 1 lap.
I think it's going to be a pretty good performer for a 1 lap. It's a BMW. It's the only rear drive car here.
My preference. I've spent a lot of time racing BMWs, and yeah, that's just the right layout.
Everyone on our poll that we put out actually thought that this was going to win the endurance challenge because German engineering, you know, it's just consistent. It does the same thing every time. It's just the motor gets hot like that. And I think it's more the inverter than anything.
Yep. Okay. Well, yeah. Anyway, full beans for a single lap, and looking forward to driving it.
Yeah, carbon monocoque as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, CFRP. It's made of the same stuff as the Boeing Dreamliner. Same factory, Moses Lake, Washington. And then you've got your Spark EV, which is notorious in the EV world of being a torque monster.
For sure.
But this is the one that's been detorqued.
Yeah, and like Jordan would explain, there was a power D rate or torque D rate, and then also a lower gear ratio, I believe, so that the 0 to 60 times between the 2 models are actually the same.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so it shouldn't be that different.
Shouldn't be that different, yeah.
What else do we know about it? Liquid thermal management.
Right.
Never derated.
Nope.
And it's the lightest car here.
Lightest car. I mean, the weight and honestly the short wheelbase and everything about, you know, the dynamics, it's actually very neutral and rotates really well. It's fun to drive.
I was following you around some of these corners, and I was watching you get opposite lock in a Spark front-wheel drive, too. And I'm like, wow, a corner in, it's amazing. But you can't shut off traction control.
Not fully. Well, traction control, yes. Stability control, I think, comes back on at 45 miles an hour.
Oh.
So that's where you're seeing those moments where I start to get it rotated, and then just locks the fronts, and you just wash wide. So you got to keep it a little bit more, controlled than that.
Yeah, just keep it one step below the systems, I guess.
Exactly. Yep.
Tires and brakes make a big difference to any track performance item. And in the spirit of our test, we purchased all brand new tires for the cars, but the cheapest new tires available. So you actually have an insane tire for they were like $70 a tire. It was an unbelievable deal.
That's amazing.
And they are Kumo Exta PS31s. They've got a racing flag on the side. It's a name brand tire.
Yep.
And it's really been holding up well. It's a high performance summer tire.
Brand new.
So that's really impressive. And the i3, the reason we chose to do this cheapest tire thing is if we were to purchase the summer tires for the i3, it's on a very weird setup.
Yeah, these are unusual.
Yeah, it would have been $1,000 almost for a set of tires.
Right.
And so we found these new winters for $300 for the set.
Okay.
And I said, every car's getting the cheapest tire because that's what an owner of a cheap EV would do.
Yep, absolutely. So a little bit of an asterisk on the time that we'll be able to do on these winters, but it didn't look that bad out there.
No, it really didn't look bad, and the wear has been wonderful.
Yeah.
The Leaf is on the Rivian Raptors, a famous tire for their racing pedigree.
How much were those?
Maybe $55, $60 a tire.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, I paid up for it. I really didn't. They were the cheapest ones. And they were great, except for one tire that we've completely delaminated.
Yeah. So we've moved that one to the rear.
And so we're just not going to worry about it, basically.
Yep. And I
a little weight savings.
Adjusted the tire pressure a little bit to hopefully not be putting too much wear on or load on that particular part of the tire. But that's going to feel not great.
Yeah.
But it used to be on the front, and then it was really bad. You all thought the car was just going to fall apart.
I still think I think there's something wrong with this one. Anyway, we don't have new other tires for them, so you've got to set your time.
Well, I've never driven it, so I have nothing to compare it to.
Wonderful.
So this will be great.
Anything else we should know? We've fully charged the cars. So we ran the endurance race this morning. We've fully charged the cars. They've all cooled down. So everything's at 100%. Everything is cool.
Yep.
And we've charged them thanks to the Spark Charge mobile recharging trailer over there. They sent us that to charge up all these vehicles. And it's basically 300 kilowatt hours with 4 DC ports on it. So not sponsored, but they let us play around with it. So that's sick.
Thank you, Spark Charge.
Yeah, that really worked out well. Unusually, the Spark Charge doesn't charge the Spark.
Yeah, right.
So the GM, early General Motors EVs like the Spark EV are known for having very odd charging communications. So this one you had to tow charge.
Exactly. Yeah, it would have had to be just, the 220 we got over there. And so, towed it behind the Cybertruck. That worked great. I think it was like 15 minutes.
So thanks to Tesla for sending us that as our support truck.
Yeah. So that worked out perfectly. And so, so that's fully charged and everything's good to go.
Yeah, we're good. We're cool. We're ready for lap times.
Yep.
So let's get you set up in the car, figure them out a little bit, and we'll get the modes all set.
Perfect.
And then see how fast they go around. What do we think is going to happen?
Well, my guess is that these two are going to be pretty close.
High praise for the Leaf.
Yeah, well, but the snow tires. And so, I think these are going to be pretty close. And that's going to be, I'm going to say 3 seconds faster.
Oh, I think it's more than that. I think it's 10 seconds faster.
10 seconds?
I think it's 10 seconds faster.
Okay, it might be.
The Spark's an absolute
maybe 5.
monster.
Maybe 5.
Let's find out. All right, so let's line up. I think we go in reverse order of the outcome of the endurance race. So i3, Leaf, then Spark.
Perfect.
Let's do it. Drew, welcome to the BMW i3.
Yeah.
So to set it up, you're going to go into comfort mode since this is not an i3S with sport mode. So you click the up arrow. Great. Then you have 2 options for traction control. You can choose dynamic traction control, which is linked to number 2 as the hotkey, I believe, or we can put you into roller mode, which shuts everything off.
Shuts everything off. Yeah, I feel like that is probably the best option.
Okay, so to do that, I think, if I remember correctly, I push and hold on this left button for like a while, which is like the trip reset button. So it's going in. Jordan, if you zoom in on the screen, you'll be able to see it here. It's thinking, takes a minute. There we go. Then I can go over here to start roller.
Got it.
And then I hit boom to select. Now you're in test mode.
Okay.
So that should disable everything and give you all the juice. And it says brake system drive moderately. You have no region. Yeah. Yeah. I would ignore that one. Just we're going for max lap time. Let me get my timer out, the stopwatch. And are you in drive and ready to go? I would launch it with a little bit of load on it.
So brake boosted a little bit?
Yeah. I think they don't launch that hard anyway. But in... All right. So you ready?
I'm ready.
In 3, 2, 1, go! And the i3's ripping.
I'm ready.
In 3, 2, 1, go!
Okay. Well, sometimes when you drive a car for the first time and it doesn't have ABS, you lock up and slide off the track.
Usually Drew sends it just slightly too hard and crashes sometimes.
I've seen him do that.
Oh, like that?
He saved it?
I think, yeah, I mean, it's on 4 wheels, but he definitely went off. Didn't I just say?
Yeah.
Drew sends it a little
As
too
you
hard.
said that, he goes off, and
He's going to do a restart.
Okay.
Amazing.
That was fully no ABS.
2, 1, go!
Yeah, that's pretty good. Little ramp up to some decent power. Take a little bit more into this one, actually. Oh. Yeah, these tires are hilarious. And, okay, a little more gentle this time. There we go. Jeez. Yeah. Snow tires on the track. Oh my gosh. All right, this is the lap. This is what we're doing. Now is this flat? Let's try. Oh yeah. Come on, come on, come on, let's go. No power.
Coming through with the stopwatch. Yeah, send it. 159.2.
Wow.
Under 2 minutes.
Okay, so we know if anything else does 2 minutes, that's bad.
Dude, he was on it. So,
Oh,
All right, I3 set its time, 1:59.2.
That's pretty good.
Yep, pretty good. And here he comes after completing his cool down lap, which was not so cool. It looked almost like a hot
cool.
lap. So 1:59.2, so under 2 minutes.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
Great. Yeah, that was
Down to 72% after 2 laps.
yeah, for sure. I'll shave off time doing like, lap after lap. But that felt pretty good. That felt pretty good.
So it's under 2 minutes. I'm impressed. That's pretty good for an i3. It looked pretty rotation-y.
It feels great. Yeah. Yeah, it feels really, really great. You just really, really can't overstep. I mean, we're on snow tires, man.
Yeah.
It's all.
It's America, brother. Happy 4th of July. Drew's going to set a lap time in the Leaf Limo.
Real race car.
Charged up to 100%. Battery temperature is good. Thermal management on the Leaf has been amazing.
Said no one ever until now.
Until now. Putting the double battery in it makes all the difference in the world. Now, he's got a bum tire on this
I
thing.
can hear it.
Yeah, I can hear it too, which is a little sketchy, but that's why he's wearing a helmet and a Hans device, and it's all good. We've blown up many tires driving around this track. Trust me, I don't think the Leaf Limo is going to be much of a problem.
Okay.
Yeah, so let me help him get set up with this, which there's only really one thing you have to do, and that's turn off traction control. A little more forward, stop. All right, so I'm just putting every tire right on the start of that white line, basically. So the only thing I would recommend is to turn off traction control. One hit. That's it. It's off. Okay. Nissan Leaf Limo. Drew, you ready for this?
Ready.
Okay. What's your strategy?
Just drive fast.
Okay. 3. Oh, wait. Let me get the stopwatch.
Kyle's just going to count in his head because he knows it's going to win.
Yeah. There's a 1:20. Okay. 3, 2. Brake boost it. 1. Go. Look at that beauty. Honestly, I felt an earthquake. You know this split right here in the track, Jordan, if you look down? That wasn't there before. He just tore the track up.
Thing looks good going down the straight.
Go! Look at that beauty.
Okay, so less power for sure. Vibration. Feels a bit broken. Should have more grip though. Yeah, definitely more grip. All right. Not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. Oh, wow, the brake pedal feels very strange. It like tried to bite back at me. There we go, grab a little grass. Try to open up the corner a bit. Wow, it's actually not horrible. It rotates off throttle. Oh my gosh. Nissan engineers take note. Oh god. Okay, that's about as much as we can do through there. Power, 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 power. Basically aim for that cone. Try to reduce the line, come back to the left. It's a fun track, really learning to like it. I want to come here in something that actually is designed to be driven like this. Poor tires, oh my gosh. Oh, that rear is not sounding good. Well, much smoother situation than in the BMW. All right, keep it flat, keep it flat. Oh God. Oh, that wasn't that bad. So I jacked the tire pressures up in the rear to about 80, and fronts are, right where they should be for grip. That felt pretty good. Who the hell would have known? This absolute monstrosity. Woo!
It's not looking fast. Oh no, we're already past the I3. Over 2 minutes. And 2:07.74 as he buzzes us. And scrubs speed. Yeah, there we go. He grabbed the handbrake.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah.
That's a proper finish right there for such a high-performance vehicle. 207.74. Let's see what he guesses.
Ooh, yeah.
He's going to guess 115.
You're very optimistic.
You won't believe it.
Faster?
What do you think it did?
Oh my gosh. I mean, has to be... My guess is a 156.
No, sorry, 207.
No.
Yes.
Are you serious?
207.
No way.
It's the launch. It's slow off the line.
It's just so slow off the launch.
It took you forever to get down
to there. Once you're moving though,
Yeah,
man.
I mean, that was the first thing I noticed was a lot less power, for sure. A lot less punch.
Yeah.
But, oh man, I mean, I would have said it was like actually similar in lap time, but so much better through the corners, actually. Like speed-wise.
I know. First of all, you have a better tire, even though you've got a bum tire.
Right.
And it's just so high performance. I don't know how anyone could even imagine driving to the capabilities of the car.
Oh my God. Yeah, you need to add a second drive unit to that thing so it has some power.
An all-wheel drive Leaf Limo.
Oh my God, yes.
So if someone, Alex probably could do it, but if someone really knows how to add a rear motor to this, please let us know.
Wow, so funny. Way more fun than I thought.
And everything happens so slow.
Yes, yeah, for sure. Yeah, you need just manual e-brake now too.
Yeah, the delay
later
is
in the
annoying.
mix. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so now it's time for the Pocket Rocket Spark.
So pretty much just go into sport mode, come over here and hold down the button for 6 or so seconds, and then you'll see stability track off as well. But it doesn't matter because it comes back on at 45 miles an hour, so you just have TC off.
That is just lame General Motors BS.
Yep.
All right, so we are looking forward to the race car here, setting the time, and Drew's getting locked in. It's, what were we, 159 in the i3 to beat?
159.2.
Okay, and in 3, 2, 1, go! Damn, it hooked up off the line. That's those Kumos.
That's nice.
It does look actually the fastest down the straightaway. 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, lots of windows to close. Oh my gosh, this thing is so fast. Holy shit. You have like actual car performance in this. This isn't little car performance. This is actual car performance. Oh my gosh. That's the stability control grabbing. Okay, this is where you gotta be a little patient. Okay, open it up. Get a little airflow in here, oh my God. There we go, that was nice. Yeah, it just limits you. This thing has so much more potential than you'll see because it just doesn't allow me to rotate it fully, but oh my gosh, the level of performance is just on another level. Oh my God. Oh fuck. Whoa. Okay, so that's what happens when stability control actually locks up the front entirely and just sends you straight. It's still gonna be the fastest lap time though. Oh my God. Woo.
Coming down. It's not going to be too far off the i3. Wow, 2 seconds faster than the i3.
Wow. That's impressive for the i3.
Well, the i3 is BMW rear-wheel drive race car, carbon tub. That's awesome. So great times all around. Let's get Drew's impressions of all three cars because the time is one thing, how they drive is another. So you know you're going to be faster than the Leaf.
Well, you don't know what all happened. You might have not been able to see what happened.
No.
On the before the last corner.
We saw some dirt fly.
But I flirted with one of your barriers.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And yep, didn't kiss.
You think you could set a faster time?
Oh, by a lot. Yes.
You're more than welcome to set a lap time.
I mean, I think this thing's probably got enough juice and thermals and everything to go ahead and give that one more go.
Okay, but even with your near-death experience, which we didn't know about until now,
God, like 152-ish or something.
now 157.
Oh, okay.
So still the fastest.
Oh man, the level of performance is just on another level from these other cars.
But if you want to show the world what it's got,
Yeah, we need to do one more.
Room for improvement. Let's go.
all right, another one more. Yeah. All the cameras are coming back in right now, so we're not going to have pretty footage of this. But
Okay.
At least we'll get the time.
For science.
Yeah. Okay, this is now the Sparks round 2 lap. So hopefully no accidents this time. 3, 2, 1, go! And we're off the line, sending it. Man, it just leaps off the line. What do you think this is going to be if he can hold it together? You think under 150?
No, I think his last one looked good too. I think
Yeah.
154.
Okay.
I'd be impressed if he beats 155. Didn't lose it.
Didn't lose it. Held it together. We're at 150 right now. No way. Slower.
Wow.
Are you kidding me? How is that slower?
Wow.
157.5.
That's crazy.
So it was 157.3 when he almost crashed.
Wow, that's all. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So yeah, I mean, a little bit of a power drop. So yeah, all lines up. Makes sense.
Nice work. It was very consistent. So actually, does the world want to see how good of a burnout a RAV4 EV does? Alex, can you light him up real quick? You gotta see this. And
Lights him up.
see, if that was the cheapest car, and it smells terrible in there, so no one would want to drive it. But it's like rats died in there. Is what it sounds
It
like.
does smell really
It
bad.
smells terrible. And it would have smoked everything, Jordan.
Yeah.
That would have been unfair. Well, the times have been set for all the cars, and what I really want to hear from Drew is what he thinks about driving each of them. And, I actually haven't driven the Spark all that much, so curious to hear what he has to say. But let's start with the i3, because pretty much the first corner would look like a disaster.
Yeah. Turn 2. First time driving the car, and obviously first time driving it with the ABS turned off and stability and everything. Stability's fine, but the ABS, just had a big lockup of what felt like probably the front right and maybe both rears. So yeah, loading up that front left a little bit, it was good, but everything else locked up and I was off the road. So yeah, had to do a redo. And it felt like it did have full power on the second go. Wow. Kind of just came right back around to the start. And then had a great time. I mean, it handles so beautifully. So beautifully. Yeah.
That's rear
Well
drive,
balanced.
carbon. Just to show everyone, like, for those that don't know how cool the i3 is, like, BMW lost so much money on this car. It's legit carbon. It's a full carbon tub. And, even
awesome.
the worst example of an i3, which this was an accident history, repo history, and they rolled back the odometer, feels amazing.
Yeah, on snow tires.
On winter. So that's the real thing. If this was on the same tire as the Spark, I think it'd be faster.
Much faster. Yeah. For
So
sure.
fastest car here, almost, with the technicality of we, for the challenge, bought the cheapest tires.
Exactly. Yep.
Then you drove the real race car. So
Yeah,
tell
oh
us
my
about Freedom on Wheels.
Freedom on Wheels was a lot more fun than I expected. I actually thought it was near the lap time of the i3, but that's just because it has proper tires on it, and so it just handled, went through the corners so much quicker, but it's got so much less power. So yeah, it's actually a lot slower.
Yeah, and the straightaway, the launch and the coming down the straight is what really hurt this car.
Right.
In the corners, I bet it's actually faster than the i3.
Oh, it definitely is. Definitely is. We could probably look on the video and see. It's a good few miles per hour quicker. Yeah.
Yeah, real race car. Thanks for the support. And then, you know, the actual fastest car here, which is your car that you've been driving.
Right.
No correlation there whatsoever.
I mean, it's on just kind of another level, performance-wise, is what it feels like. From the, you know, power to weight, so just the acceleration is so much better. And then, again, being on a proper tire. But the, you know, not being able to turn off the stability control entirely meant it was just hampered all the time through all these long corners. It was always trying to just grab front brakes, really, and just push you wide. And then if you go a little further than that, it totally locks them. And so I had a big one on the back before the last.
And you're blaming Mary Barra for your off.
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a case where your safety system was much less safe than just not having it at all.
Yeah. It's like just let you turn, don't wash you off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I set up pretty nicely for that corner, and then was looking at your metal barrier there.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Glad you didn't hit it.
Nope.
And everyone's safe.
You're gonna want to watch that video though.
I can't wait to see it. Because from here we didn't notice. We're like, oh, there's a little dirt.
Right. Great. So needed to do the second lap, obviously, and then had a bit less power, but then didn't make that mistake, and so 0.3 seconds quicker. So
Yeah, nice work. Well, appreciate you setting all the times. So just to run through them, we had from the fastest a 157.3 or 157 point, what was it? 157.5. 157.5 in this one. The i3 was a 159.2 and a bit, and the Leaf
207.
107.
Oh, right. No, 207.
Yes, 207. Yep.
He's trying to fudge the numbers for his car.
Yeah, last place, and by quite a bit. And that's mostly just because of the extra battery and limo stretch really slowing it down.
Yeah, I didn't realize how slow it was on the straight. Yep.
It's slow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks for setting the times. Thanks to you guys for watching. All of these little challenges go towards the overall point system of the race. And don't forget to buy the merch from your favorite team so that you can support them. Thanks so much for watching another Out of Spec Reviews video. See you in another one again soon. Bye-bye.